There's going to be comments probably. So yeah, we'll definitely take questions. I just want everyone to know we are live right now. So I want everyone to know that just in case there's a StreamYard notification letting you know that you need to grant StreamYard access to your profile so that I can see who's commenting. So anyone who's on here, whether you're watching the recording or whether you're watching the live, I just want you to know, sometimes I'm not going to be able to see your name if you don't want to grant permission. And that's fine. I'll just ask you, who said this? And then you can type in your name. Anyway, so this is the Wednesday Live at 5. Welcome, everybody. We have Kathryn Rose with us live today. Hi, Kathryn.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Janine.
We wanted to jump on here together today to give you the rundown of what's going on in January and February, because we have a lot coming up and there's a lot of questions based on, what is this stuff? How is this going to help me? Because they keep posting about how the clearings can help accelerate healing, right? How does that happen? What does that mean? So Kathryn doesn't like when I use my own words and tell people what her work does, because I always use like crystal ball, magic, voodoo, potions. And she's like, no, Janine, stop telling people that. That's not how it goes. So I figure once a month we bring her on here and she can tell us in her own words. Oh, Rhonda, you're on. Hello. It's good to see you. Any questions? You don't have to hold them to the end. Any questions that come up, just ask them as we go along. So the first thing that I wanted to cover, January is a big month, and January and February actually are going to be big months because I'm due to deliver in March. And I was just showing Kathryn my stomach. She's like, can I see your profile? So I showed it to her, and all of a sudden she goes, it says we're live in the studio, Janine. I'm like, no, don't worry. I didn't just show my stomach to everybody. Anyway, so we're going to make a big push in January and February because in March, I'm going to be delivering. God willing, I make it to March because my doctor this morning told me how big I was. So Kathryn, you had asked me how my appointment went this morning. Mm-hmm. I figured I'd tell everyone when I told you. So the doctor measures, right, from here all the way down. And he goes, how many weeks did you say you were? Because the chart was on the other side on the desk. And I go, 33. And he goes, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I think so. You have my chart. And he goes over to the chart. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, 33. I'm like, wait, why did you say that? He goes, well, you're measuring 35 weeks. He goes, and I see that your son is in the 75th percentile for weight. 75th percentile for weight. So he's bigger than 75% of the babies who are in utero at 8 months. Yes. So combine that with this morning, my other son, my 19-year-old, comes out of his room. He takes one look at me. I swear he's awake 5 minutes. He takes one look at me and he goes, you got huge. I'm like, well, good morning to you too. He's like, I'm going to start calling you Big J. Good morning, Big J. And I'm like, you can go away now. Oh, I know, isn't that sweet? Isn't that sweet? So anyway, so the first thing, our monthly clearing. Kathryn and I teamed up to put together a clearing exclusively for the members of Minding Your Soul, exclusively for the people with MS who have joined Minding Your Soul. Because Kathryn's work has been so important to me over my healing, over my journey, I don't think I would have healed as quickly as I did if it wasn't for the work that I did with her and the fact that she comes from the same background. Kathryn, real quick, can you tell everybody in just a nutshell your story of when the doctors were like, we're sorry, we can't help you. What did you then do?
Yeah. So, I thought about giving up completely. Right. And then, I don't know, something kicked in and I took it into my own hands and I started doing research and I just got guided without knowing it to the right people at the right time. And I started working with healers of different types. And, they were the people that helped me understand what needed to happen to my body, how I needed to clear the toxins out of my body, clear and release the, emotional baggage that was like fused to the physical toxins in my body. And start letting go of that, start healing, start having awareness of who I was, how I got there, what needed to change. And as I worked with each healer, I healed, I learned, I grew, I learned how to do that healing modality so that I could work on myself. And then later I learned those healing modalities and how to work on others, because I thought it was so important, to help others know that there was hope, even when you feel like the medical community wasn't the route for you to take. And I don't think I would have gotten well at all. I don't think I'd be alive today if I hadn't chosen the route that I did. And it may not be for everyone, but it was the right one for me.
I love the way you put it, because I just want to say what I think you just skirted around saying. Had you listened to the doctors, you don't think you would be here today. I'm just going to come out and say it because it's my group and I can. I feel the same way. Had I listened to them, I'd still be paralyzed in that bed. No arms, no legs, laying in that bed, being taken to the bathroom. So we, for some reason, you and I and the people in this group, we're a different breed. We're the ones who are going, no, there's got to be a better way. I get you're a neurologist, I get you're a doctor, but no, there's got to be a better way. And from that point, you just took like the next step forward, and things just fell in your path, right? And then you just kept moving forward and you found a way. And you took that a step forward, and now you're teaching other people how to do it. Now you're healing other people. Yeah. Do you ever think you were going to be here?
No.
No.
No. When I look back at my life, 25, 30 years ago, like, it blows my mind that this is the direction that it took, but every moment I am grateful that it did. Yeah.
That's exactly how I feel. I remember laying there and going, God, if you help me, please help me find a way to get out of this, get through this. I promise you, I will help other people do it. And I never expected to be, on Zoom, coaching, having programs. Like, it really does feel good. And that's why part of my program is, if you are part of my program, one of the things is you have to agree to help somebody else. You have to pay it forward, because we can't keep this information to ourselves. This is how we heal. And this is why the group is called Minding Your Soul, because you have to mind the matters of your soul. You have to share what worked for you so that others can benefit from it. So back to the clearing. All right. So January, every month we do an MS group clearing.
Yes.
And that's on the fourth Sunday of every month. And we do that 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, this month, Kathryn has decided to offer a free clearing. So if you want to get a taste of what a group clearing is like, sign up for this. So Kathryn, just a couple sentences real quick, if you want to just tell them about the free clearing and what they can expect.
So the free clearing, and just to be clear, it's in addition to the monthly MS group clearing, right? It'll be actually after that, the same day. I just created a short little half-hour group clearing to give people a taste of what it's like. I know that, when something's new, it's not always easy to take a chance or sign up, or you don't know what it's about. It's easy, it's simple. You just sign up. You can be part of the group. You can have your camera on. You can have it off. It's just about spending a half hour with me, listening to what I have to say. And then I'm going to do this little meditation and clearing for you guys. And what I'm clearing on that day is all about pain, insecurity, and feeling like you have no choice. That's what came up when I decided to put it together. And so I just wanted people to be able to sample it, in an easy way with no restrictions, and just so that they can see what it's like to have a clearing, receive some healing, and get to know me a little bit. And hopefully, we'll want to participate in more services that I offer. So, yeah.
That's exactly how this group came to be, the MS clearing group, is because I did Kathryn's regular group clearing at 12 o'clock. She's very busy on the fourth Sunday of every month, especially this one. She's got her 12 o'clock regular group clearing. And I remember doing that going, oh my God, this is what we need. How do you sign up is in the comments right here. But all I see is Facebook user. So I'm going to put in the comments later how you sign up. You can just go to Kathryn's website and you can sign up right there. But you could also email me. So gethealthy@mindingyoursoul.com, and I can send you the information, but it will be in the comments as soon as I get done with this. So Kathryn's very busy on the fourth Sunday of every month. So she has her 12 o'clock, and I thought we really need something just for clearing the blocks that people have who are trying to heal from MS. So Kathryn, when you say pain, insecurity, and no choices came up. Can you talk a little bit about that voodoo magic that I call voodoo magic? Then
Right.
you say it came up. Like, what does that mean? And
Right.
if you could put it in layman's terms, and if you don't, I'll translate the best I can. Go ahead.
Well, okay. Okay. So what I mean by that is when I sat down to put together the clearing, and when I say, just so you know, whenever I say clearing, I also mean healing, clearing/healing, right? So when I sat down to create the free clearing, that's what information was given to me when I was connected into all of the guidance that helps and supports my work. So, it directed me to clear programs, beliefs, patterns, all types of blocks that were coming up related and associated to pain, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual pain, uh, beliefs and feelings of having no choice in anything, life, healing, whatever, and insecurity. So that just is sort of the focus of that clearing. Does that explain?
It does. It does. That's what I say. Like the shit comes to her. That's what I say. Shit comes to her, and she knows what to clear. So every month in the MS clearing group, she works on. I'm going to talk about you like you're not here right now, Kathryn. She works on connecting in to the group's energy and seeing what comes up that's ready to be cleared. And that's something important that I've heard you say a number of times is that nothing will be cleared unless it's ready to be cleared for you. So you don't have to worry about, anyone going in anywhere inside your subconscious, like clearing shit out that you're like, hey, wait, no, I wanted that. It doesn't work like that, right?
No. No, we only clear what is ready to be cleared, what's ready for your awareness, maybe what you're finished with, what you've completed, what's maybe not yours, but it just seems to be glommed onto you or you seem to be carrying it. So we never force anything when we're working with energy and when we're working with healing. Like we want it to be in the perfect and right way for the person, the perfect and right timing for them. And nothing we clear for someone gets cleared without their soul's permission. It doesn't work that way.
Permission. That's a good way to put it. Without your soul's permission. So that's what we're working on. And that's why Kathryn and I, we work together with the people of Minding Your Soul, with the clients of Path to Healing, because it's not just about the nutrition. It's a body, mind, and soul. You have to heal. In order to heal anything, you have to heal on all the levels. You can't just pick one, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think I got that line from you. I think that's in there because of you.
Well,
So,
wouldn't it be nice if we could pick one? We would just pick the one that felt easy and we would do that and be done, but it doesn't
and
work.
everything would be fine. I can give all the nutritional advice in the world and you can follow it to the T. And I have talked to people, especially my workshop that I did in August. I'm not going to mention any names, but there was this one woman who called me and she's like, I'm doing all the things. I'm doing all the things that you say. And so we went through it and she was doing all the things. And I said, all right, well, it sounds like you might have some blocks. There are some other pieces of the program that you might want to look into. Why don't you call Kathryn separately and see what you can work on? And the last 6 months of 2021, she's been working with you and she's been healing. Like she finally got past the whatever block that was and she's been healing. So it's not just one thing. It's not just nutrition. It's not just the vibrational healing. It's body, mind, and spirit all together. So that's why Kathryn is a permanent part, for as long as she's willing, of the Path to Healing program, because it's that important. And that's why we go into Minding Your Soul and we tell you, listen, hey, this is what's available. And we're doing a free clearing in January so that you can get a taste of it, because it really is that important. So the date is, hold on, January 23rd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very busy day for you. So you have your 12 o'clock regular, you have your 2 o'clock MS one, and then the 4 o'clock is the free one. And I'll be posting this inside the group on how to sign up for that free one. So really, this doesn't happen very often, Kathryn. I honestly don't remember the last time you offered a free one. Am I right?
No, yeah, it doesn't happen very often. And can I just say, this is for everyone, right? Not just people with MS. So let's say you're someone who has worked with me before, please join us. It doesn't matter if you're in one of my other programs, you can come to. And if anyone has a friend, like bring them. It doesn't matter if they have MS. I don't care. Bring your mother, your brother, your friend, anyone who is interested in, seeing what a vibrational clearing feels like and how it helps them. Anyone who feels like they want to receive some healing. It's simple, easy, and relaxing. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to talk. It's really easy. So I'm really just encouraging people to please join us. Just come and see what it's all about.
That's great. That's great. I hope they do, because I had one of my clients not realize that you had done an energy send on Christmas Eve, right? She didn't open the email. So she's telling me a week later, I felt so amazing. I couldn't believe how amazing I felt. And I'm like, did you get the email from Kathryn? She did an energy send. She's like, well, that makes perfect sense. So as easy as this is, it's free, it's easy, you don't have to do much. You really are going to feel the benefits. And I can say that with confidence now, because it's been testimony after testimony of people going, I was really skeptical. And I'm so glad that I did it, because I feel amazing. So that brings me to the next thing that I wanted to talk about, something else that you are doing in February called Heartlink to your angels, to your healing angels. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And then I'll tell you my story on it, because I have some good feedback on that one.
Yes. So in this is a healing workshop, and in it, I'll be teaching you how to connect to your healing angels, receive their energy, their gifts, and their information to use for your healing. It's a simple, easy technique that once you learn it, you will have it and be able to use it for the rest of your life, anytime, anywhere. Angelic energy is really wonderful to work with. It's very healing. And the reason that I'm offering the workshop is because I know that people want to have something they can do on their own at home that's easy. We all, myself included, I don't always want to have to go to somebody else for help. Sometimes I want help in the middle of the night. Sometimes I don't have the resources, the money, the time, to go and get help. So I want people to have something they can do on their own. And this technique is a beautiful, simple, easy technique. You get lots of healing in the workshop. We practice. I make sure you know how to use it. And then I send you off to use it on your own for anything that you feel like you need help with.
And it freaking works.
It works. Yes.
It works. And you know what? I am the last person who should be surprised. I am the last person who should be skeptical, because what did I just get done telling everybody for the last 18 minutes? That, Kathryn's work is so important. We partnered up together because it's so important. So you would think that anything that Kathryn said to me, I'd be like, oh, good. Yeah, let's do it. No, I was very skeptical. So everybody, Kathryn, I'm going to talk about you like you're not here right now. Okay. So Kathryn comes to me and she's like, Janine, I'm doing a class. It's going to be in February. It's called Heartlink with Your Angels. And I don't know if I'm frustrated because I'm 8 months pregnant and I'm just tired, or if I'm just really just arrogant. Because in my mind, my first thought was, I don't need that. I got enough tools. I talk to my guidance, my guides. Like I know what to do. I didn't say this to her, of course. I thought it. So I'm like, okay. She's like, so here's the link, if you want to sign up. I'm like, okay, and I didn't. So then she goes, listen, I want to do it, and I want to do it on this date. I'm going to switch it up a little bit, and I need to run through it with you. Would you and Julie, my daughter, be willing to do that? Now what am I going to say? I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, fine, I'll do it. Right? You can't say no to that. Kathryn, I'm sorry, but I have to tell everyone the truth, because if I'm skeptical, of course, people who have never worked with you before, or even the people who have just done the clearings, like, of course, they're going to be skeptical. I'm going to talk to my angels. You're going to give me a tool to talk to my angels, really? And I'm supposed to believe that it's going to do anything for me? Again, I don't know. Frustrated, arrogant, maybe a combination of both. I don't know. So here we go. I'm on Zoom here. My daughter's in her room. She's on Zoom. Kathryn's doing her thing. And she's teaching us. And we're having a lot of fun. It's a very simple technique. You got to do this. You put your hands together, whatever. And I'm like, okay, this feels really good. But everything feels really good when you're working with Kathryn, right? Because she's always telling me, she's like, Janine, you can do this on your own. And I'm like, no, it feels better when you do it. So It felt really good. I thoroughly enjoyed our hour and a half that we were on the call. It went by super fast. Me and Julie teamed up. We kind of like we worked on each other. Super fun. That night, I told everybody, I think everyone in the group knows about my restless legs because I complain about it a lot. Never had it in my life. Didn't think restless leg syndrome was a real thing. My whole pregnancy, restless legs. It's a real thing. It's awful. So the night of the class, I'm laying in bed. It's 12 o'clock, midnight. And I'm like, oh my God, my legs, they wouldn't stop moving. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to talk to my angels. I'm going to see what they got. And I did it. And I did the whole thing. I'm like, okay, put my fingers together. Okay, open up my heart, send it through. Okay. And I'm doing the whole thing. And all of a sudden, I'm like, ooh, the restless legs got worse for like 15 seconds, right? They get worse. And then all of a sudden, my whole body goes, and honestly, my first thought was, no fucking way. No fucking way. There's no way. My legs were so calm the rest of the night. Now, when did we do that? A week ago? A week and a half ago?
Yeah.
I've been doing it every single night. And every single night, my legs are calm. I have new ailments now. Apparently, I got a pain in the stomach right here with a nerve issue. So we're going to be working on that tonight. But it freaking works. And I'm so sorry, Kathryn. I'm bringing it back in here. I'm so sorry that I was skeptical and that I even had the thoughts. But I think as humans, right, we're always like, no, how could that work? How could it be that easy? Like, I feel like, at least for me, like, I'm always making things harder than they have to be. And that was one of the things that you and I had worked on for years. You know, my big thing was the no choice, right? And we worked on life does not have to be this hard. I had this belief that there was pain and suffering that I needed to go through. And through the years of working with Kathryn, we have removed all of those programs and those blockages. And yeah, it still comes up where I'm like, I don't need that. And I do. And it's wonderful because, like she said, you don't have to pay for it. You know, it's a technique that I can use at any time of the day. I don't have to go to somebody, and it freaking works. So, Kathryn, thank you very much for putting up with me all of these.
You're so welcome. And can I just say, I get skeptical too. In fact, most of the things that I have learned how to do and tried have been out of desperation. Like I was just so desperate to feel better that I was willing to try anything. And right. And so, someone said, go do this. And I was like, okay, I'll do anything. I don't care. And I'm really grateful, that I did. So skeptical or not, it's not a very expensive workshop. It's really a very small investment. And it's like an hour and a half of your life to have a technique that you can use to help
that
you.
Freaking works.
Whether whether it's stress that you need help with, whether it's some pain that you might need, to ease, or, whether you want your angels to help you work on an issue. There's so much that you can receive just from working with angelic energy. And while it's not a substitute for medical, advice or medical, treatment, it's something you can do in addition to anything else that you're doing. Right.
And I found it so interesting because I always thought that, well, why aren't they working on me anyway? If they're my angels and they're assigned to me, why aren't they doing anything about it? Obviously, they would if they could. No, apparently, and you learn this in the workshop, I'm going to give a little piece away. You have to ask. You have to give them permission. I didn't know that. Yeah, I just felt like, well, they're my angels. Why aren't they working on me full time?
Because we have free will. Right. And so, our guides and the spiritual beings that work with us and support us, they are never going to override our free will. And so they do need to be asked. They really do. They're waiting, they're willing, they're excited to work with you. We just have to ask and give permission.
We just have to ask and give permission. Do you see how freaking simple this is? And I say we, because I like to rope people in with me. It's me. I make things more difficult than they have to be. I really do all the time. And Kathryn's a saint. She works with me. She's very patient. And it's great to know that now I have this tool where I can at 2:00 in the morning, put my fingers together and be like, okay, angels, do your thing, please. I give you permission. And it works. It actually works. So All right, so let's just review real quick. On the January 23rd, we have the free clearing. This is, I don't know if this is going to happen again. I don't remember Kathryn offering it last year at all. So if you want to get a taste of what a clearing is, join the free thing. And I'll be advertising it in my group, Minding Your Soul. It's free. And like Kathryn said, you don't have to have MS. So if you want to invite people, because she has not only the MS group clearing that Sunday, but she also has a regular clearing too that they can also join. So free clearing, January 23rd. We also have our MS group clearing. So if you're a part of that or you want to be a part of that, that's at 2 p.m. The free clearing is at 4 p.m. And if you want to join the workshop for the Heartlink to Your Angels, that is going to be, Kathryn, that's on you, February
19th, Saturday, February 19th at 12 o'clock Eastern time.
Okay, so February 19th at 12 o'clock?
12 o'clock.
Good, that's a good time. I like that. 12 o'clock Eastern time. All of these links, if you're still watching, thank you very much. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. All of this information will be in the group, and I'll put it in the comments of this one. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it will be in the description part. So that little arrow, if you click on that right below the video, is the whole description. All the links will be in there too. So, well, this was great. Like I said, Kathryn's going to be on with us the second Tuesday of every month because she has a shit ton of information, and it's so much more fun when we bring her in and she describes things, because people ask me questions all the time and I'm like, I don't know, call Kathryn. She does free consultations and she talks about it much better than I do. So Kathryn, thank you for your time today.
Oh, thank you for having me. And whoever's listening, thank you so much for your attention. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. All right, any questions, whether you're watching the live, well, we're going to go off here in a couple of minutes, but if you're watching the replay, go ahead and post your questions and comments, because I still get the notifications and I can still respond. So everyone, this was today's Live at 5. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you next Wednesday, same time. And everyone have a great week. Oh, everyone's saying goodbye now. Bye, Mary. Bye, Rhonda. We'll see you. All right. Thanks, everyone.